Aloko na Roma kuta karibu kini tade sana gabai garona kana wana na ngero la sulopa akaja kikijita go indiki na teko kuyelo fiba there itela su dumalaga lofonda wikikulo huduma lika President Yoweri Museveni kwa kita kile pekulo giri utaguma gaindiki na ponda itopo mnanga ina dikatani mololo maja palo aba hiki kitakugele yete
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Person to bring somebody next to me. If I'm eating the bone, I can also say I should throw for him the other bone. So this is our colleague. He's the guild president of IUIU, Arab branch. And he has been a member of NUP, a very strong one. I told him that's not the right direction as young people that we are supposed to take. So after convincing him as the strong son of the soil, he was able to listen, and today he has officially told me, I think I can now officially join this party. So I now want to take this opportunity to welcome my sister, the director, to officially crown him as our member of NRM. Thank you so much. He's called Baraka Aliyahan.
Madam Deputy, lastly,
of power 39 years ago on the 26th of January, following a 5-year protracted liberation struggle. By 1986, Uganda was not a country with shared vision and prosperity, because it was fractured in very many ways, as you all know. There was total breakdown of everything about the country. In his first address to the nation in the Precincts of Parliament building, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni promised a fundamental change in the management of the politics of the country, in addition to guaranteeing peace and security. Museveni has since been consistent in preaching national unity, as opposed to the politics of identity and sectarianism, emphasizing equitable distribution of wealth, as reflected in the current flagship of the parish development model and many other government programs. I congratulate the leadership of Koboko for holding this belated national resistance movement anniversary, because it is important that we remember and recognize the turning point in our checkered history. I thank you all for supporting and working with the national resistance movement government in consolidating peace and security that we all enjoy today. I will not stop at thanking you for working with the government. I want to emphatically thank you for having overwhelmingly voted for Zain 7, the national resistance movement flag bearer during the 2021 national elections. Congratulations! As Secretary General of the mighty party, I do not take this support for granted. Thank you so much. This day also marks the turning point and justifies the celebration of the permanent and progressive socio-economic transformation that the region is experiencing today. Uganda today is more united than any other time in the history of the country, which also underscores why we celebrate this important day. As you are all aware, His Excellency the President is currently on a national-wide audit of the parish development model. He is currently touring Tigezi region, where he is interacting with the population. A very good message of socio-economic transformation, accountable leadership, and democracy. Mzee Museveni is reminding us all to work towards the prosperity of the masses through wealth creation. When the population is wealthy, all have what to protect, we shall have durable peace and stability of our country, Uganda. What is worth taking note of is the fact that Mzee Museveni strategically chose to start this very important program of wealth creation from West Nile, where he toured last year. I will be returning to the region and Koboko specifically to request for another Sanja from Mzee Museveni, based on his clear track record and the vision for the country. As a party, we will contribute to support development initiatives in the region and Koboko in particular, specifically the support from the National Resistance Movement. It is therefore my pleasure to make a donation of 5 million Ugandan shillings towards the Education Fund of Koboko District. I thank you, Secretary General Todwong Richard Awan, Right Honorable. So I think the message is clear. The Secretary General, on behalf of the NRM party, has given Koboko District 5 million shillings. Now this is my plea. Chairman and Kao and the DO, if you are present, come forward. We have just seen Sister Ate Sharifa thanking those who passed well in the last PLE. We are struggling with our schools in the districts. The schools, in the rural schools, we have been struggling with performance. I pray that you use this money to uplift those from the rural schools. Those, the 27, I'm told Koboko District had 27 first graders from the rural Koboko. Is that so? Yes. DO, I pledge. I want to say, let us use this 5 million to help these young people. Cow, where's Cow?
This one is in charge.
Okay. These young people, the 27 from the district, Honorable Ate has given them some mattresses. Let us see now what they lack, so that they are able to go back to school. If you also see that out of the 27, there is one who is bad off, please give the biggest share. This is my pledge, because the Secretary General gave this money in supporting education. So I want to thank you so much. I don't want to dilute the speech of the Secretary General. Now the Maguna is there. Yes, Mungu kumelikuta bodaboda Floride nazi wateka ya kinesu saa kata na iboba na nae kukuliakuta lumalo ziki leo kila Museveni yete kujona na ibo Museveni akata kuwaraba ni lunda iye inside nyena teki loi kwela Uganda kuna Museveni yete la spora.
Hajat Medina na Hamo Jale, the NRM Director of Finance and Administration. Today, I came to celebrate with the people of Koboko the belated NRM Day of this year. And most of the issues that were raised were about achievements of the NRM, like you had. The significant achievement, of course, is the peace and security, which was also echoed in the Secretary General's message. The Secretary General emphasized the fact that the people of this region were once exiled by the former governments before 1986, and the coming of the NRM government that ushered in peace brought back our people. And clearly that was demonstrated in the year 1986-87. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, when he took over power, he came up to Oraba border to call back the people from this area to come back home. My father was one of the people who actually told me a story that without the coming of His Excellency, many of them wouldn't have returned. But his coming to call them to return home gave them hope, and they were able to come when he gave them that guarantee that you come, I will not kill you, I will ensure that you're safe, and he has kept his word. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has kept his word by keeping the people of this region peaceful and also guaranteeing that they continue to remain peaceful. Of course, the other key issue is the socio-economic transformation that the NRM has pushed to this level and is significantly seen in programs like the PDM right now, which the NRM government is sending 100 million per parish per year to every parish of Uganda. Most government programs were, hanging at district level, but now we've gone down to the grassroots. We can clearly see that the social transformation of Uganda, Arua to Oraba, we are now, the road from Koboko to Yumbe is in progress, the road from Arua to Yumbe is in progress, the road from Yumbe to Moyo is in progress. Strategically, we have received the power back that factories, developing partners would always talk about this, that the region has been left in the dark. However, as we speak, the national grid is connected to West Nile, and there is nobody who should be left behind. We now want to see progress of our people by taking advantage of the amenities that government has provided, like I've said, the roads, the good electricity, the peace, which are conducive, factors for any development of the people. And we also have seen great strides in the education sector. Today you have witnessed the Secretary General also offering a support of 5 million shillings to the education fund of Koboko, where we holistically stand together with the government in recognizing the role played by the NRM government in ensuring that our children are educated. Our children are educated. We have UPE now, that every primary school in this country that is under the government of Uganda is free. Nobody is supposed to charge any fees. We have seen strides in health, that we can now stand in such a function and you can hardly come across disabled children. The issue of the 6 killer diseases then, which was a song, is now has disappeared in people's minds. Our people have been empowered, our people have been vaccinated, our people have been educated, and all we are praying for is for His Excellency to have a long life and continue leading Uganda.
Now, on the issue of NRM, actually the electoral process is catching up with us very quickly. What do we have in the coffers of NRM?
Just as a rejoinder, structural elections are actually starting, but many people's focus is on the main primary elections. What do you think our people can do? Because many of the NRM people are not aware in the villages.
Now, the key issues, one is that our people those who want to participate must prepare, because we are already in the election year. However, that if you saw, part of my speech was giving advice to those intending to contest. That one, we must have a peaceful and united campaign. As NRM, we are pushing for that. But before I get there, we have a roadmap as a party. We have a roadmap in place, and the roadmap lists the mobilization and electoral activities that the party intends to take, leading us to victory in 2026. And the roadmap details the NRM, of course, structure elections, which are key, because the structures brings all the village level foot soldiers of the NRM that are going to do mobilization, those at parish level, sub-county, and up to the district. So when we do that level of preparation, then it also helps us build a base that will help push whoever is coming as a candidate. So that level of preparedness is already happening. We are ensuring that whatever we needed to do to have those elections in place, we are doing. The key, of course, is the NRM register. For any election of the NRM, we are not like these political parties that sit in a classroom or sit in a room and decide who should be a flag bearer. For us, we are a mass party, and the people that represent us must be chosen by the people. So our register at this point is about 80% done. The remaining 20% is now the recent update we did. We needed to digitalize those members and also do a bit of processing of those who may have died, a few who may have been left out, a few of those who have moved to other villages to move them here and there, because our villages, our elections are village-based. Every election of the NRM starts with the village. We are not like the Independent Electoral Commission that sometimes in areas like Koboko, they decide to lump up villages to conduct elections, except for urban centers where they split actually village into many polling stations. So for us here, our elections are village-based as NRM countrywide, so we are ensuring to prepare a village register for every village in Uganda. And so far we have close to 72,000 villages, and all those villages in Uganda are gazetted villages. And of course we have a few cases of political villages in the NRM, and we know how to usually handle them when the right time comes. So immediately after the register is done, the SEC guided and directed that we should first finalize with the register, then we organize structure elections. And of course by this month, mid this month up to mid-March, we would have finalized with the processing of our register, and then within March we would expect that the likelihood of conducting the structure elections. The structure elections will be followed up by a series of other elections. We have special interest group elections, we have elections of members of parliament, we have elections of the lower level cadres from LC1 up to the next level, we have elections, the key determining a presidential candidate for the NRM, we have the conferences of the party. All those are detailed in our roadmap. However, before we release the roadmap, we seek the endorsement of SEC, and very soon we are going to have a SEC meeting by the chairman, and we are going to be guided on the next way forward. So for now, let our people stay calm and wait for the official roadmap of the NRM indicating all activities that we shall undertake.
Okay. In terms of converts today,
definitely somebody like Baiga Ronald is big fish, because like I told the people that in 2021 he gave us hard time here, rallied the young people to against the NRM, but he has come to understand, and I thank Baiga Ronald, my brother, for understanding that we have to appreciate the achievements of the NRM, and with the time he has decided to work with us. I can tell you in the last elections, Baiga Ronald was the second to the NRM flag bearer, Honorable James Baba, and James Baba won. However, they had a tight race. So we don't take his coming for granted. We welcome him warmly and we want to work together. We've also received somebody from the National Unity Platform. He's a speaker for the region. So I know there are more. With the coming of the two, there are more they are going to go to the NRM, and we shall be very grateful to receive more of them. As you can see, Koboko has drastically changed from where we were to what we are now. If you can see, even in terms of development, in terms of wealth, our people have progressed. Also in terms of supporting the NRM, I can tell you every term, elective term of government, the people of Koboko actually increase in number in terms of those who support the President of Uganda. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in 2006 didn't win in this district. But from 2011, when the people realized that actually they are running away from a good thing, and they came back, we started winning progressively. From a percentage of 50%, it went up to 61% in 2016. Then it came up in 2021 to 71%, and I am so sure this time we are even going to hit the 80 mark to go to 90%. From what you can see, all our people have appreciated the support to ex-servicemen, those who were involved in rebel activities here, commonly known as the West Nile Bank Front, and our people call them the Gorogoro. Recently, through the leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, they have been supported. So all those contribute to what you will see in 2026. that the NRM will not face hard time. That's why you see everybody who wants to stand is scrambling to get the NRM party ticket, because getting the party ticket here is a guaranteed a win to Parliament or to LC5 seat or to any other elective position.
Of your crossing, but let's start with your name. Who is Baiga? Yeah.
My name is Baiga Ronald, and of course my political name is Kanawara. Kanawara means a new dawn in Lubarangu. I'm a two-time independent candidate for Koboko County. The first I ran in 2015 in the municipality with the Honorable Evelyn Anite, and of course realizing there was a gap of leadership in Koboko County, I had to come in, and also I stood there as a member of parliament as an independent candidate. So it all went well, and the results was so interesting and so motivating. I came second. The difference was of what was minimal. That one would sometimes love to challenge, but I felt challenging a result like that does not give a honor to a leader, because leaders are chosen, and I believe in God so much that when it is your time, when God says yes, nobody can say no. So perhaps it's not my right time to lead the people of Koboko. But however, I love working with the community because I'm a social worker. I work for youth and women community development now as a executive director. And I work with the community. I've done a lot of projects in the community, and I see a lot of pride in the community. And I've seen a lot of gap because I'm a researcher. At one time I was journalist for I think for Red Paper tablet for some quite time. So being also a freelance journalist and a researcher, I do it frequently to understand the community challenges. And that gave a rise to my political career. That yes, people need a leader who understands their problem. And that is why I came in handy to say no, this is the right time to do the right things for the community. Because when you go to the ground, there's still a cry from the voters about their leaders. So in my mindset, like, why would people still keep crying when they have been electing leaders? They have been electing leaders. So there are very many reasons that people have been giving no attention to them. Sometimes there are issues that really need leadership to come and solve on the ground. And you find by that moment leaders are not there. Most of them are Kampala based, so issues sometimes they take 2-3 years before coming. When it's the election period, that's when they are coming. And I'm seeing this. In the health sector, there's a challenge. In education, there's a challenge. So there are certain things that do not need money. They need your presence. They need mentorship. So there's a big gap, and it's a secret in me that I wouldn't want to expose everything, but I know using the NGO system of managing society, I know what I can do much better in this one. Perhaps now my coming into NRM, it's not because I cannot win an election. I cannot win an election. I came to NRM for a reason that it is a party that people have not exploited the opportunities that are in. There are too many opportunities that people who are in NRM have not exploited for the benefit of the community. But I have that wish that if it were me, and I think I would have done ABCD, which is possible. Many leaders that have come in through NRM party government, through NRM party, have done a lot of things. I can give you an example of the Honorable late Margaret Babadiri. Within the NRM party, she has done something extremely shocking that people could not believe a blind woman can do this. Is she not an NRM? So I'm looking at the opportunity that I can provide service for the people. And that's why I had to shift in. Otherwise, if the elections were free and fair, I would have by now become a member of parliament for Koboko County. this will be the second time now to account for my people that you have elected me last year. Now, this is what I have done. Maybe it will be the judgment day for me. But nonetheless, I said, leadership comes from God, and there's also time for everything. I believe so much in God's time. So I believe also that this is the right time for me to offer services for the community. Regardless a party, it is not the party that does the work. It is the individual that does the work. Even in any party, if you have the will, if you have the energy, the zeal, and the trust that you are really entrusted to serve community, you can do. You can do it, regardless of party. Parties are just affiliations. But of course, we are affiliating ourselves, and I believe that my coming to the NRM should not be a challenge to other leadership in the NRM. We want to help our community. When I do the right thing to the community, they will be happy, they will praise the government. You see? So that is how the system of work is supposed to be.
Tell us, have you officially declared to contest again in Koboko County?
Well, officially, I know I'm going to stand. But of course, the decision to stand is in the processes of course, NRM. That's if you see what's happening today. So we have not yet fully finalized with the system of the NRM to welcome me fully, that now is the day for you to come and be in the NRM government, in the NRM party. So like today's function, you can hear that the Secretary General is coming. Perhaps we can have a discussion. We are going to have a discussion with the Secretary General. He may need to ask me one or two questions. Why maybe I wish to join the party or so forth. And of course, that being done, I'm good to go. But of course, whether in NRM or not in NRM, I'm going to stand. The issue is not about the party, it's about my people that I want to serve. So this is the message I want to send to you. Not my name that will vote. It is what we present to the people, and how much people do they know about us. What is my capacity to deliver to the community? You know, for me, I fear nobody. What I fear is my energy. You know, if you're inferior, then you're not good to go. But I'm good to go. But I want to tell you, assure you, this is a moment for us to have a fresh leader who has fresh ideas, and I promise that this is my day, because I believe in God. I believe in God. My time is now. I've been for a second, this is going to be the third time. I've been knocking on the doors. God says it's today. So trust me, next year you will address me as a member of parliament.
All the elective positions of the NRM, the leaders are elected from village level. Every village will vote for the LC1 they want. Every village in Uganda will vote for the LC3 they want. If it is a seat like LC3, LC5 MP, of course they will sum up those villages that represent the electoral area of that particular office. It is actually the opposition political parties that choose leaders in Kampala, not the NRM. For us, we choose people from where they come from and where they reside and where they want their representations to come from. So the choice of the people will be the choice of NRM. We never choose people from Kampala. And unless they are mistaking NRM for any other party, which I think they cannot, because there is no party that comes even close to the NRM. That's why you see the likes of Norbert Mao, they are running away. You have seen the disintegration in the FDC. You have seen NUP recently, when they were interviewing candidates for Kawempe North by-election, something like that. But you could see that even there was no election that represented the voice of the people. They sat in a room, chose a flag bearer, and have given up. And even look at the quality of leaders that the NRM is giving this country vis-a-vis what the opposition political parties are giving. For us, we are people-based, and that is going to be what we shall follow in choosing leaders for any elective position.